Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to this sort of brief introduction to our memberships here at Genius Catalyst. So one of which is the Inner Circle Platinum, and one of which is called the Super Coach Cafe. And I want to explain why we even have memberships. And it's because in 16 years, I think I've been sharing the Inside Out understanding. I've come to see that there are two different conversations that make up part of the conversation that I have with people. And one is how does life work? Who are we? How does the mind work? And the second is, given how life works, who we are, and how the mind works, how shall we live our lives? And that first conversation, which is a conversation that I believe people are having all over the world and have been for thousands of years, my answer to that is what I call the Inside Out understanding, the exploration of the principles behind the human experience, and how understanding those principles allows us to have an infinitely richer experience of our lives. The second conversation, given that, what do we want to do with these lives, these one and only precious lives that we have, is an incredibly rich conversation. And it's this second conversation that the memberships are for. So in other words, if you're wondering, should I join a membership? I mean, it'll save me some money. And yes, it will. That's the other reason they exist, is we offer a lot of products. And I honestly, it sounds weird, but I don't need you to keep paying forever, right? Like once a year, love that. That's nice. But it's like, I'm going to keep creating, and I would love you to stay in the conversation with me. So the memberships are there to make that conversation as simple and affordable as possible. What's the difference between the two? Well, the Inner Circle Platinum membership is for anyone who wants to be part of that ongoing conversation about who we are, how we're made, and what that allows us to do in the world, in every area of life, from relationships to business to sport to hobbies to whatever it is that we find ourselves doing with our life and our time. And then the Super Coach Cafe is for people who specifically want to have this conversation with others. It's for you if you are a coach, are a helper, and want to bring this principles-based inside-out understanding into the heart of your work so you can have more impact more consistently in less time. Now, I'm going to run through a couple of other differences that may be helpful if you're thinking, well, I'd love to be part of both, but I can only be part of one, so which one should I join? For the rest of this sale, so through the 1st of December 2024, we're going to include my newest program, From Solopreneur to Soulpreneur, deepening the foundations, accelerating your income, and creating long-term sustainable success as a part of either membership. So as long as you're in the membership by the 1st of December, and if you're in Super Coach Cafe, as long as you're still in the membership ongoing, you will have access to that program. For those of you who are soulpreneurs, solopreneurs, in the coaching industry, in the helping business, then next year, as part of the Super Coach Cafe, our business catalyst calls are going to be focused exclusively on that journey from solopreneur to soulpreneur. So we'll be spending time exploring our foundations in business. We'll spend time looking at what it takes to accelerate your income so you can keep cash flowing, which is the heartbeat of any successful business. But then also, what does it take to create a sustainable business over time? which is something that is so rarely talked about in the sort of, you've got to make money now and you've got to do it now and you've got to have six figures and whatever other sort of chaotic, neurotic, egoic goals are sort of just talked about as if everybody should want the same thing. We also have each month, we have another webinar with me, which is a mentoring webinar. We have a practicum webinar, which at the moment our practicum webinars are led by Rob Cook. And we have supervision webinars where you can sign up to and get to watch other coaches coach and then hear Fiona, who's been with us for years, and is a certified. She's certified as a bunch of things, but as well as being a certified master transformative coach through me, she's also certified in supervision, and she does monthly supervision calls for members of the cafe. So that's all part of the Super Coach Cafe. Now, in the Inner Circle Platinum, you have access to all of our self-study programs pretty much across the board in every subject. And each month I create a new program, a new falling in love with at the moment. We, for many years, had programs called A Whole New Way of Thinking About. And you'll get access to all of those as part of the Inner Circle Platinum. And it's kind of the closest thing we have to a complete ongoing resource library that is being added to by me on a monthly basis, as well as you get a part of a Ask Me Anything webinar that I do each month with the full Inner Circle. You get to be part of the Going Deeper calls that we do each month exclusively for Platinum members, and I also do additional videos for those. And the Advanced Course 2025, which is it's probably the deepest, most just pure conversation about this understanding and these principles that I lead each year. So both memberships are, as far as I'm concerned, and certainly as far as I've intended, are absolutely full, chock full of opportunities to both learn at your own pace, but stay in touch as a part of the community and be able to actively engage and ask questions and go deeper and learn more. One is with a focus specifically on helping others, and the other is with a focus specifically on lifting all boats with the tide, covering all aspects and areas of a life well lived. So I hope that's clarified. You can read more about each of the memberships on the respective web pages. Until we meet again, have fun, learn heaps, and I will look forward to spending time with you in the memberships over the year ahead. Bye-bye for now.